Good morning, guys. What you see on your screen is a copy of a text that will be in the description box below. It's been in the archive for quite some time. I found this in the corners of the internet on a, I forget the name of the professor whose website it's under. It's a Jewish scholar, and he has all these texts on his site. Some of them are not so good, but some of them apparently are. And last night, I really felt the Holy Spirit, like the Holy Spirit was all over this text last night. And I started reading it more closely. It should be noted that I only put it on the archive because when I first found it, I would speed read and glance through it just to make sure it wasn't heresy. If it's not heresy, then it goes up there. If it's not blatant heresy, like denying Jesus Christ or, absurdly, if it shows to have any truth or any value, it goes in the archive. So the Holy Spirit was all over this text last night. And I do have to retype it a little and make it a little neater. This is just a copy and paste job with simple formatting. So I finally finished reading this whole text this morning. This text is absolutely astounding, and it's in regards to the book of Noah. Now, if you may recall, in the book of Enoch, Jubilees, and perhaps even Yasher, Noah was given a book of remedies, of herbal remedies, and we don't have that book. There's a couple texts that allude to it. We know it did exist, but we don't have it. And this text is actually in reference to a book that was given to Adam by an angel. And basically, without rambling, all the extra biblical texts that we read, may the reader understand the contents of this text are absolutely verified. So, right away in the first paragraph, this confirms the account of Jubilees, of what happened in the days of Noah after the flood. So we know we can start taking this seriously. It not only confirms, it tells more detail. So wherever the source of this text came from, it came from a very reliable and inspired source. Now, in regards to the contents of this book that was given to Adam, it says, Enoch learned from this book. We hear amazing details about Enoch, more details about Enoch and his rapture in this text. But what's really interesting is that this text tells that Adam learned, and this is where Enoch learned about all the constellations of the stars, all the days and the hours, and all this kind of stuff. So the contents of this text confirms the contents of what we have as the testament of Adam. So, and this stuff in our day and age seems very strange to us, but the days of Adam were very different than our day and age now. And there's a lot of other stuff that is confirmed about Noah, that this, the Cave of Treasures, that this book was brought in a gold box on Noah's Ark, and this confirms what we're told in the Cave of Treasures, that Adam's body was taken on Noah's Ark along with the treasures of the church. So that's interesting. So the accounts of this text could be confirmed. Another very key informative line I found in this text was the mention of India, and I think we actually have a more specific location of the Garden of Eden. Now, if you recall, may the reader understand, in the first book of Adam and Eve, we know the Garden of Eden was created in the East. We know that just from our standard Bibles. We assume it's from Asia or something. Now, after the serpent beguiled Eve and deceived and led to the fall, the first book of Adam and Eve says the serpent went off to India. Okay, well, we hear about in the Apocryphal Acts of Thomas that Thomas killed the serpent that was in India. So there's an amazing connection there that we can start taking these tale seriously. And there's a line in this text that says the mention of going to the ends of India, to the east of, to the land that's the east of the Garden of Eden. So we seem to have a more specific location than any other text gives us of the original Garden of Eden. So it's very interesting. The contents of this text can be absolutely verified. Now, the name of this is just the name of the German German Jew scholar who first translated this text. Yes, the name Cepher is improperly spelled. The footnotes are not identified. It needs to be retyped out. But I just want to share it. May the reader understand. You need to be in the extra biblical text to probably really appreciate this text, or the validity behind this text. But it gives astounding information about this lost book of Noah that was passed down all the way from Adam. And yes, the accounts in this text are absolutely verified. This is what Shem taught out of. This is what Enoch learned from. Abraham himself learned from. The accounts in Jubilees, Yasher, are confirmed. The book of Enoch is confirmed. Amazing. So this is a very valuable text. The Holy Spirit was all over it last night. And I'm going to be honest, I feel like, similar to what we read in this text, we're going to be given new books that are even handed to us directly from angels, directly from heaven. Kind of like this famous book was handed down to Adam and passed down all the way till Solomon, and it eventually fell when it got in the reign of Solomon. And I don't know, maybe our governments have this book, but I'm sure we will get a hold of it one day. So may the reader understand. I just want to share. This is a gem in the archive, found in the corners of the internet, unknown to many. Astounding. I think today I'm going to retype it. But here is the text, the PDF. Thanks for tuning in, guys. You can find it under Noah, of course, in the archive. Today I'm actually going to retype this text. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy. God bless you.